It's a freaking madhouse. And it's because we have a weak government allowing all these fentanyl drugs because, Carney kisses the Chinese ass. And they allow this stuff to come in, right? Carney's got no backbone. And I mean, I've got Canadians say, oh, Carney's doing a good job. He's doing a job. You know what? Carney's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. He's been to the island many, many times. Every prime minister, every president, okay, is a pedo. Don't ever forget that. You have to go to that 33 degree to get to that status. And then they open up the government tax purse strings for them, and they can steal as much as they want and try to hide as much as they want. But all this bullshit's going to come to an end. And you know what? People, the hardworking people just sit there and they say, well, as long as they don't take too much off my check, and I can, still get down and buy groceries and stuff like this. I mean, this is the dumbing down to the level we are at right now, that we will not stand up and fight back for what is ours. We've been lied to about absolutely everything. Everything. Our schooling, our children have been lied to. They've been poisoned with their, it's just absolutely, it's got disgusting, and it's got to come to an end. And I say that all this leadership are all, REPTILS. You know what I'm talking about. That's all they are. Or if they don't, they got, they got the bloodline in them. It's a Cain bloodline. They've been pissing with us for thousands of years. And it's time to bring this all to a stop. I have no mercy for them. Absolutely zero mercy for what they've done to us and our children and our children's children. What they have done. Why do you think I never brought my children after I got it figured out? I had it figured out when I was 30 years old that I could not have the type of lifestyle I wanted inside Canada. I had to break away and set up another base of operation in a completely different country. That's what happened. And I had to, basically have mixed color children because they wouldn't have survived because of how the whites are being targeted. That's what I thought back then, and I'm still swaying to it. I think I made the right decision in those days. Now I got 6 kids that are out there that are in the world today, and they're functioning well, and they're very leery. They're the ones, that I taught to look over the back of your shoulder because they do not trust the government, do not trust any type of law enforcement. And I still preach this to this day at 71 years old because I seen it. I seen how they fuck people over. I'm sorry for the swearing. I'm just in that type of mood. When somebody steals off you, it raises your blood pressure. How you doing? Yes. Galactic brothers and sisters. How you doing, Sheila? Good to see ya. How will we know this war has ended? You'll know. Nobody's going to miss this one, Billy. Okay, I mean, we're going to know because it's all going to shut down, and the EBS is going to come down and explain it to everybody, including the sleepers and the NPCs and the zombies. And whoever is still a zombie after that, well, they're going to be recycled, as far as I'm concerned. There's some really, really mentally ill people out there. Now, maybe it's by design. Maybe it's because of all the drugs that are being infested into our countries. They have and the cops aren't doing anything about it. And that's why they're going to be stood down and told to, take off their uniforms and go home like everybody else, because they don't hold any authority. They don't. They hold zero authority. And all they're doing is running around chasing the little bad guys and the little 7-Eleven gangbangers, little gangsters that have their pants down around their fucking below their ass, and but they still have to suck on mommy's tit at night. You know, those are real bad gangsters, aren't they? They have no idea what gangsterism all about. Grand Rising, how you doing? Yes. Crazy Indian, good to see you, bro. I tell you, like, if we ever get in a foxhole, we got to fight this thing out. I want to be with you guys. That's what's happening. You know, men and women that are out there. You guys know exactly what's going because your intuition's working. Your mind is working. You know, like you're on guard. The rest of the world is completely. Yeah, I'm getting warnings. The rest of the world is completely asleep. Anyways, on a lighter note, I got, you see this, that's turmeric, honey, cinnamon, and cloves. Very, very tasty, and I feel good. Now, there's something for gray hair for everybody, okay? I want to get into some health again. I want to keep repeating this thing here that I'm practicing right now, and I feel much better for it. Now, if you got gray hair or white hair like me, 1 lemon and coconut oil. So you go down to the store, you can buy some coconut oil, and then you stick it in a jar like this here with the lid on it, and you can just put it in there, and then put it on your head, all over your hair, and this here. It's all organic, and leave it on for 30 minutes, and then wash it off before you go to bed. Okay? Do that. Continue doing that, and you'll get rid of all your gray hair. Again, arthritis, nicotine patches, okay? Go down, buy the nicotine patches. You've got really tough area, lots of sore area, whatever. Go down, buy your nicotine patches from the drugstore or whatever, and then cut them up into 1 centimeter pieces, okay? Each one will be a little sticky, and then you stick it on the sore spot, just leave it on there till the pain goes away. Continue that. Now, sorry. Now to cleanse your teeth for brushing your teeth, okay? That's your baking soda. Again, is your a couple of capsules of or little caps like that of hydrogen peroxide and baking soda and vinegar, okay? And put them in a jar like this, okay? Stick it all in there and use that for your toothpaste. Just open it up and stick your, you can get those little canning jars all over the place. They sell them at every store that is out there, grocery stores or, Canadian Tire or, any type of department store. Anyways, you go buy them and use that jar with the good stuff that's in it, and then just dip your toothpaste or your toothbrush in there and brush your teeth with it, and that will take care of your gum decay, your tooth decay. It'll strengthen your teeth, and it'll also strengthen your gums. Okay? Very, very important. And I'm going to go on trying to collect these little tips that are, I believe, so very important. Okay? Now, like I said before, Israel and Iran, this little skirmish that's going on, whatever it may be out there that's so dramatic, it's all a distraction, okay? And, we all have to understand that this is an